Who the hell do you think you are?
I was eating a spanny in an army in the morning light. I was sitting on my farm, tending to my chickens, tending to my rooster, tending to my cows. Then I saw a little wolf steal my sheep. Went on a mission, saved that sheep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, honey.
Oh, honey. Yeah.
Welcome to the show. That's how easy it is, brother.
We got the intro down, batten down the hatches. Where that came from?
Oh, they're coming around when she comes. They'll be riding 6 red horses when they...
JARling. Soaring. Covered in ash.
Ash? Oh, I get scared of doing the intro. I get frightened.
Okay. Let me teach you one thing with confidence. Repeat after me.
Okay.
Ready? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Morning.
Evening.
Evening. Or night. And welcome to episode 3946
Welcome.
of JAR. Where I'm Jamie this time.
But I wanted to be Jamie this time.
And you're... Hemp.
Hemp?
H-E-M-P, hemp.
H-A-M-P. Hamp or hemp?
Hemp. H-E-M-P.
Ah, yes. Like my secret crop no one's allowed to know about. What?
Sure, hemp.
That was a joke, police.
It's all in good fun.
It's all in good fun, police. No need to get silly, police.
Yes. Just relax. And enjoy.
If the police could just relax and let the hemp grow in peace, then...
I'll tell you what. If the police could just relax and check us out over on Patreon. Patreon.com, where our lovely Patreons get so many Patreonic rewards.
Ooh, Patreonic.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Where the
What do they
names
get?
read out at the first or second week of every month on the JAR.
Those goofy names, those crazy names.
Crazy names, though. What? No. What do you even
Those names that kind of make you go, what now? You know?
I've done that more than 3 times.
Sometimes I have to pause it and go, hold up. Are we really allowed to say that? Am I going to get cancelled if I say that? I'm definitely getting cancelled for saying that one.
Yeah, you're going to have to bleep this, but all the ones about
Call of Duty Black Ops.
Mm-hmm.
they're going to have me... Why now? Maybe we should calm this down a bit.
Let's relax over here. We do things a little bit differently around here.
Just chill out a little bit.
Speaking of doing things a little bit differently around here, this episode is sponsored by the Geek Cave.
Go, Geek Cave!
Go, Geek Cave. We love
Call of Duty.
you on a roll.
Beat the out of that.
We love the Geek Cave on a roll.
Yeah.
You got the Jar Media group chat over there? The Goon chat? No, not that. Definitely not that. Check out the Red Dead video. Check out the Red Dead video. That's out there. That's live. Got some good, nice comments on there. That will be coming up again in a moment. You know what, bro? We got just a fat housekeeping that I'm ready to... You ready to delve? You ready to clean?
Let's hear it.
You ready to clean?
Let's hear
It
it.
depends.
Let's hear it.
Do you want to start... We got a choice here. Do you want to start with the urgent factor or put a pin in the urgent factor and force them to wait? What do you reckon?
Force them to wait for now. And don't have a time code for when it gets interesting.
So you want to end housekeeping with this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right. Inordin4854 says, it's not related to this episode, but I loved that Red Dead 2, as they say. I already put 100 hours into beating the game once. Probably my favorite game of all time too, but that video convinced me to replay it. Love the editing throughout as well. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you kindly.
Yeah, check that out and There is a reason that I bring up the Red Dead, don't worry. J-Gon Thematic says 4102. We've never seen them like this before. Be worried. Alex is cracking. Jim doesn't understand the danger he is in.
Okay.
Zap Coolman 8816 said this. And before I say it, I need to try and remember, oh, how did the melody go, brother? How did the melody go? You remember? How did the melody go? Remember? There was something last episode I just kept humming, and you were like, no, that's just the Simpsons theme.
Oh, God. Yeah. Bam, bam, bam.
Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, Zap Coolman 8816 says the melody Alex is singing is the song Me, Myself and I by G-Eazy, by the way.
G-Eazy? Did he sample the Simpsons theme?
Yep. For some reason we brought up Lyme's disease, and there was a poor... I guess the Lyme's JARling wrote in.
We got a Lyme's JARling now?
We got a live Lyme's JARling over here, Dracky Slime. Not the insect JARling, but I do have chronic Lyme disease and confirm it was delivered via tick. Don't want to sound preachy here, but as someone who has spent literally the last almost full year nearly completely bedridden due to this disease, I implore anyone who has been bit by a tick or other bug to please do any and all your power to get tested and treated early for any tick-borne illness. Absolutely miserable. Anyway, I love you, my sweet princes.
Man,
that's horrible. But we
I've been bitten by a tick. I never
You
got
did
no
it.
test.
You were lucky. It must not have been a Lymeser.
Well, maybe I have Lyme's.
When you go in the sunlight, do you feel a certain sort of way?
I don't know, because I might just be such a testosterone-fueled beast that I don't...
That's always a risk factor.
I think it genuinely is, because I don't suffer until it's too late.
What does that have to do with being a testosterone-fueled beast?
Because I don't know that my body's in agony, you know?
Because the testosterone's sort of putting it on pause.
Yeah, the testosterone's just like, you're such a man that you don't even feel it.
I've only got testosterone.
I've got testrogen.
The perfect combo of testrogen over here. But the insect JARling wrote in as well, on this exact same note, of course. Bellow Jar, insect JARling here. To clarify a point from the last episode, you can only get Lyme disease from infected ticks. There are other tick-borne diseases as well. The Lone Star tick from Texas can transmit bacteria that makes you allergic to red meat. Ruh-roh. Anyway, if you're interested, here are some other celebs beside Justin Bieber that have gotten Lyme. Avril Lavigne, Amy Schumer, Alec Baldwin, Ben Stiller, and others. Anywho, I'm from the United States and I spent the last 2 months living in Eastern Europe for environmental research. It's been a really great experience and I'm so glad that I ended up coming here. The impacts from the last century feel a lot more recent than they do in the US. From the destruction that occurred during World War II to the brutalist concrete buildings from the communist era that are literally everywhere, I've never felt such a proximity to these events in the United States. Also, the fact that most of Europe just casually has giant Roman shit built like 2,000 years ago is so cool. Have you ever been to Central Eastern Europe, and would you ever go? I've been primarily in Budapest, and it is a beautiful city. Would highly recommend.
Budapest is in Egypt, you idiot.
Dumb. Yeah.
Can you edit in the damn cover, but instead of it saying damn, it says dumb?
Dumb.
Yeah, with Kendrick looking sad. I don't think... What counts as Central Europe? I guess I haven't. I
don't know, but like...
Coastal.
I guess I hadn't considered that idea of like... We are spoilt with that where... Yeah, like, for example, we grew up in Jersey Island where there's like World War II just battlements and like...
Yeah.
At the end of the war, they just like pushed a bunch of stuff off the edge of a cliff in Jersey. So when the sea would go low enough, you could just see like cannons and like all this random like artillery stuff.
Remember what I was saying about lore?
Exactly. That's world building.
Environmental storytelling.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And the same with like, there's all sorts of like just random Roman stuff.
We went to Hadrian's Wall years ago. Yeah, like just well, not it's not very tall because it's old as hell and it's all like fallen down, but it's just like a miles long wall that they built because they were like, well, this is as far as we got.
Yeah.
So let's just build like a wall to prove it, I guess.
And another thing I hadn't considered was that despite the vast like environmental landscape of the US, you have lots of that to pick from. When you're jumping around state, like structurally, there's gonna be similarities. It's still under the same banner. Everyone's an American, whereas like Europe, it's like super like cut off.
Oh yeah. Also, climate-wise, like our English houses are built to retain heat, or at least the old ones were. It's not so much the case anymore because it's getting hotter here. But you go to Spain or the south of France, totally different environment. Like, because I'd only been to France once before the time I went recently.
Yeah, because you only went, what, like a month ago?
Yeah. And the first time I went to France, it was like, this is kind of feels like English. You know, it's the architecture and everything. Whereas when I went now, it was like, oh, this feels like Spanish with like a shot of England. So you get
You're in the
these,
south of
like,
France, right?
Yeah, south of France. Whereas the first time I went, it was more northern.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get all these like areas that influenced each other, and then like the further away you go from one, it like morphs into a different thing.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
So, for sure. And on that kind of similar note, speaking of Americans, we were doing the like cowboy accents and talking about that in some form last episode, and we posed a question about these accents. Like, are we just overdoing this? Is this even a real thing anymore? A bunch of people wrote in about that.
Oh, yeah.
Bethany 2849 can start us here. American here. I'm from Tennessee, and we have a decent number of folks with southern accents, but they're not the majority in most parts of the state. I've met people with the accent y'all were imitating. It feels like a typically Gen X and older accent, as southern accents often get lost or diluted with younger generations unless they grow up in an area where they're immersed in that accent. Side note, it's honestly hard for me to differentiate subtle differences in American accents. That's on you, though.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's sad, though. I feel like the southern accents are the best American accents.
But just regional accents are dying.
Yeah.
Same thing's happening in the UK.
Yeah. Regional languages are
There's
dying.
just, I guess there'll just eventually be the TikTok accent, and that's just what everyone will have. You know?
There's a really interesting like linguist guy who is probably on TikTok. I see him on YouTube. And he talks about how like social media influencer voice. The hi guys, blah, blah,
Right.
blah, blah, is like being morphed into regular.
Oh, like people are
speech
just
through
speaking that way.
exposure.
Right, yeah, because I suppose, if you're spending hours a day like listening to people speak, you're just going to naturally mimic.
Yeah, and
That
terms
presentation.
that are used. This guy covers like loads of stuff, and it's mostly he also goes into like texting language, and why like boomers text way differently to younger people, and why full stops are seen as like kind of passive aggressive, and it's all these universal things that you pick up on, but you're never taught. You're never taught like
you
when they
have
put
to
a full
intuit.
stop. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But when
annoying.
you see a full stop in a text, it means something. And he goes into why. I mean, you can probably like figure it out, but yeah.
The kind of thing you know, but like hearing it being described is like,
Yeah, and it's like,
yeah.
oh, that's why it's a universal like accepted rule that we intuit.
Yeah. Italian Stallion 2 said, I've lived in the southern eastern US thanks, Baze, for my entire life, and I find the accents around the area to be extremely interesting. I don't have it myself, thank fuck, because I grew up in the suburbs of a large city surrounded by transplant kids whose parents were not from the south. But from living, traveling around the southeast, I've heard countless people have varying levels of the accent. The best example is when I worked in an office in South Carolina. At least 70% of the people in a moderately sized office had southern accents, and everyone had some sort of higher education. That's just normal here, and you get used to it. But even I have trouble understanding sometimes when talking to someone from an extremely rural area. An intriguing part about this accent is the variety, because it's pretty unique to each region. South Carolina is different to Texas, which is different to the mountains in Tennessee/Virginia, etc. The one that you guys do reminds me of the Foghorn Leghorn accent, which is similar to how Henry McMaster, governor of South Carolina, sounds. Some examples. So we put 2 videos here with like examples of, one is an ad with like these funny accents in, and one is this governor of South Carolina. So listen to this. I'll just skip to him speaking.
Well, welcome everyone, and thank you very much for joining us here at the University of South Carolina, the Pastides Alumni Center. And
Pastides Alumni Center.
He's in Ireland, I believe.
I love that though. That's such a
Henry McMaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. And then the ad. This one's a bit more abrasive.
Hey, I'm Coach O. I just love my Hummer. It's the best vehicle on the road. Big, tough, aggressive, and it represents everything that we want at Ole Miss. I have my Hummer. You need a Hummer. Tell them about it, JoJo.
Mississippi, they are here. The new Rogers Dabbs Ace.
The new Rogers, go get a Hummer now.
Is that Walton Goggins?
First team players. Come see them.
Rogers Dabbs and Hummer like nothing else. New H3 starting at just $32,000.
Like nothing else.
I dig it. I'm there for it.
Yeah, I love regional accents.
I love Hummers.
Yeah. Well, I don't love Hummers.
Yeah, me neither.
But yeah, regional accents. That it's an immediate character.
Mm-hmm.
Some form of identity.
Yeah.
Is gained from having a regional accent.
Mm-hmm. Whereas I've got an accent from nowhere.
Yeah,
because I'm from nowhere.
Huh?
Yeah.
I hear a lot of English people, and I'm not gonna like name anyone specifically because it's not very fair. But on like YouTube and stuff, where I hear their voice and it's just like, you're from nowhere, England.
The King.
No, because that's like, oh, you're a
you are bloody.
Yeah, you need to be.
Don't say that about our king.
Yeah, I won't.
Unless you include the word bloody, then it's fine. That's the royal decree. Bloody.
The king's not allowed to say bloody. That's royal decree.
Not on television, but you know when he has his...
When he stubs his toe. Oh, bloody.
Bloody. Yeah.
No, it's more like a wealthy Londoner's accent. Not like not quite pish posh tosh.
I know the exact one you're saying. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just like I don't there's no history in that voice. You know?
You're from nowhere but lamely.
Yeah. You're not like the cowboy.
You
know.
Coolly. Cowboy coolly. Other one lamely. Pretty much.
Yeah, nowhere cool, nowhere lamely.
Nowhere
fucking lamely.
Nowhere lamely.
Bloody lamely.
Well, bro, I think it's time. I guess we should probably answer a question. Not just one question, a million question.
300 million
4
questions.
trillion question. The 4-month question? Has it been 4 months? We've been doing the BroCast for, what is this? If this is BroCast 17, it's quite a few.
5? 5 months?
Yeah.
It's nearly the end of July.
So I guess, yeah, this can be like kind of make a mini topic out of this, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call somebody up in a moment. A little mystery person. Before I do that, I just want to say, I feel like there's this expectation with stuff online, especially a weekly thing like this, where, especially with how long we've been doing it, sometimes things like happen in life you cannot anticipate, and that's complicated enough just living life anyway, but then having the extra element of whatever this is and how long we've been doing this is something separate. And there is a bit of an expectation, I feel like, with content online, the oversharing nature can feel like, oh, something has happened in my life, I have to say every single detail and lolcal myself and just because it's us guys, you know, like there's no division or whatever.
There's no line for people. I think it's probably something that's been fostered by just like YouTubers since the dawn of YouTubers.
It's a parasocial thing.
Yeah, because I do think it kind of goes both ways.
Yeah, and it's interesting from our perspective where it's like, oh wow, we kind of have like the keys to a narrative right now. If you say nothing, then that's a narrative. If you say something, then that's a narrative.
It's my same point with like how you dress. There's no way you can not make a statement, you know? And it's why there are people who are employed in just like, I mean, not to big us up as celebrities, but how to put out like a message to
just PR
an audience.
Yeah. But the fact of the matter is sometimes there is like nothing to be said. Like sometimes sometimes like, there's nothing to be said until 4 months has passed, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah, or what was said to begin with. Is it?
Because the truth was, like, we didn't fully know, really.
Yeah.
It was a very quick, it wasn't planned, it was a quick adaptation we had to do very fast.
It makes me wonder if from the get-go it should have always been like a roll of the dice who's gonna be here.
Yeah.
Because then it wouldn't be such like a big deal if like someone's gone for a bit, you know? It's like, oh, you know, it's like a interchangeable.
And my thing is like, it's puzzle. Like you have these questions. We're obviously talking about James. People have these questions and whatnot, and my thing is like, it doesn't have value unless it's coming from the horse's mouth. So I don't want to be like saying this stuff. Maybe I could have said more. I don't know. Like, I don't know. But obviously, something needs to be said at a certain point because it's getting to like conspiracy Reddit posts now. Where it's like, when's Moving Forward 2 dropping and stuff like this. It's just like, can we just relax? Yeah. Let's chill. Yeah. So why don't we hear it straight from the horse's mouth?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Hello. Can you hear?
Hello.
We're just gonna do a testing 1 2 1 2. Alex, test.
Testing 1 2. Smack.
All good.
Hello. Yeah. I think it's alright. I can hear you.
Sick. How are you?
Are you gonna call me? I'm doing well. How are you doing? How are you both doing? How are you recording now?
Yeah, we are live right now. So.
We're live.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're like half an hour in. We had a choice. Like we knew we were gonna do this, and I gave Jim the choice to like, should we start housekeeping or end housekeeping with this? And Jim wanted to string everyone along and put it at the end. So.
Oh, no, that sounds sick. I guess good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm James. I'm James. I guess I'm semi-back. I guess it's worth saying that I have not been here the last few weeks, and there is many shit.
People, they're getting conspiratorial, bro. They're getting like insane, like on the subreddit. Have you seen any of
this? It's just straight up conspiracy, and I guess
have you joined the baby eating celebrities?
Bro, you wouldn't believe the things I've seen. Bro, I went to France and it was like, oh no, there's a world out here. That
Yeah, you've both
I'm
been
not
to
sure
France.
how. We've both been to France. And I guess I remember seeing comments that was like, the return episode of James must be amazing. And it's like, I can't talk about the things I saw. But I think one of the main things I should say is, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and I guess with me, I've been absent for a while, and one of the things that's worth saying there is that, I'm in therapy now, so, there's a lot going on in my personal life, and that is kind of why I have taken a step back from JAR for the, for the foreseeable future, while, I deal with a lot of stuff behind the scenes. But, I will be on future episodes and, just changing the way I, kind of approach JAR to make sure that, we're getting the best stuff out. Because, my relationship with JAR has been poopy, and I've been a poopy boy. So, I will be on future episodes, but it'll be just, when it's good, when, we're doing a good ep, I will be, be on at times. So there's no moving forward. There's not.
We were just saying that too, yeah.
So, I'm just, dealing with a lot. So, yeah, we'll be on in the future. And do you want to know something funny I just did? You might have to beep what I'm about to say.
I'll say beep this if it needs beeping.
I just committed.
Call of Duty Black Ops. Why?
That sounds right.
What do you mean?
It cost me £220, but, we're fine, we're balling. We're balling.
220 quid.
Yeah.
Call of Duty Black Ops.
That's a whisk. I think it would not be complete, with a small segment of me being on the car, so I didn't mention it.
Something's got to be bleeped.
On that, that's why you're gonna bleep it, because you can't over my guy. I've watched Neon Genesis Evangelion. I finished it, and I know it's a JAR meme. I've actually finished Neon Genesis Evangelion. I've watched End of Eva. I'm a changed man now. I actually love that fucking show, and I should probably admit that I've been stringing everyone along for years about how much I hate it, when in reality, I fucking love it, and I always have.
Is that why you left for 5 months?
Holy shit, yeah, the therapy's really working.
I took therapy, and then Eva just kind of clicked, and I was like, oh, fuck, this shit fucking fire.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I will be on in the future. I hope you have a good app, and I hope every viewer is having a good time. And I've been keeping up with the apps, and they're fire, they're good. I've been having a laugh. And I just want to say, I saw the art done by one of our fan artists of the Red Dead art, and that shit's fire. That is amazing. I'd love to see it. So it's really
I might get that printed, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's really nice to see. So, big up to Papa. They're in the Twitter handle. But yeah, that is cool as fuck. So you guys have a good app, and I will be on shortly. Have a sick one, and make sure to have loads of giggles and happy haha moments.
Definitely.
Try not to smoke yourselves out, please.
Dude, how the fuck did you know?
Yeah, he's just saying all this stuff we've been saying without him here.
Are you in the house?
I just know. It's the shared brain cell. I just know.
That's creepy, dude. But yeah, looking forward to seeing you back here.
Yeah, I will be back to be contrarian and talk shit, the usual. But have a good one, boys. Love you both, love you all. I love the viewers. Have a good one.
And we will love you too.
Love you, bro.
Me too.
Me.
See you soon, boys.
Take care. See you soon.
Bye.
Can you leave me alone now?
Yeah, leave him alone.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably makes sense for...
Yeah, I mean...
what are you supposed to do at some point? He's alive.
Yeah, he's not dead. I'm pretty sure someone didn't have a gun to his head in that phone call.
Well, it depends if my payment went through or not.
Beat that.
You don't even need to say it anymore.
I just can't help it. Old habits.
It's auto-bleeped.
They don't
Do you have anything else for the mid-break? I wonder if wait, let me just double-check. There ain't nothing too yeah, there's one thing. One other thing before we go to mid-break. It's not right. I was joking about jar predictions, right? A lot of our sick, twisted predictions just... I don't want it to happen, but they happen. Okay? I'm sorry. And there's a new one to add to this pile. Michael Bay's working on Skibidi TV and Skibidi movies. It's real. There's a Variety article about it. Serious talks are happening.
It's real?
Yes. Do you not believe me?
Well, I mean, you said this to me yesterday.
Yeah, we're playing a bit of Elden Ring co-op.
Yeah. And I kind of...
You thought I was joking?
Well, I was like...
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen sort of thing.
Well, because you sounded genuine, and then I was like, no, but that doesn't...
There's no way.
Yeah, that doesn't add up.
I did just load a Variety article, but a lottery advert opened and froze the page, so that's cool. Let's try that again. Yeah, Skibidi toilet film, this is from Variety, and TV franchise in the works from Michael Bay, Adam Goodman. Oh my god, this is like the worst website ever. Oh my god, and then he's joking.
Is it going to be implemented into the Transformers universe?
I was kind of thinking that, like...
Because they got the big toilet, like, robots.
It's already big, like, giant mechs and...
Yeah.
Is it like what one of the kids from Stranger Things will be like, Skibidi! But I don't understand how they can do it, like, legally when it's, like, it's G-Man and, like...
Well, it's... Is it G-Man's face, or is it just, like, one of the guys? Like, the...
G-Man is in it. Bro, this website is actually impossible to access. Look.
It just keeps going.
What am I supposed to do? Okay, I guess I'm not going to read the Skibidi article. Fuck it. I mean, what is there to learn anyway?
Well, yeah, I guess I'll have to take what you're saying at face value, unless this was all like a crazy ruse where you open the lottery website and start, like, buying lottery tickets. I don't know what to do.
I only ever read articles on my PC, and I use that website that gets rid of like like
pop-ups and shit.
No, it's not even adblock I'm talking about. It's like websites like that where they have these weird filters and blocks. You can like kind of go through it, so you can actually read articles.
Yeah.
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 You know what I'm saying?
I don't read articles. I read headlines, and then.
Well, I'm feeling like I should go back to just doing that. It might be an easier life.
Yeah, and it's way easier to be stupid.
Way easier to make sweeping conclusions.
Yeah, sweeping conclusions, and like also not care about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Dip into nihilism.
On that note, we'll see after these messages.
Yeah.
Bye, Bear Bear. Bye, Bear Bear.
I do declare, bye, Bear Bear.
Bear Bear shirts and mug available now. Check the description below.
Yeah.
The Fates, brother. The Fates, they play cruel games. I was just scrolling while you were outside dancing or jigging or whatever you do out there. I was scrolling and this happened. An ad played for Pepsi. Wait for it.
No.
How are there 24 cans of Pepsi for so cheap? How are they making a profit?
Dude, they've plugged in. They're plugged in to you.
Oh, you're saying I got that ad because it's listening to my singing?
No, you're singing it because it's plugged into you. It's brainwashed you.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you think of Pepsi, ba, 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 ba,
Yeah.
ba.
Yeah, but Bro, you really gonna be high and mighty on this when you, with that guy, that damn guy, DJ Khaled got into you.
Yeah, but he
At least Pepsi just got into me. I like Pepsi.
I like DJ Khaled.
You like listening to his music? What's your favorite album?
They didn't believe in us. Juice WRLD did.
You were saying?
We the best music. That's not the best music.
I think that's a DJ Khaled song, so...
It could be.
Yeah.
Also, what's he advertising? I don't consume...
collabs with Drake.
Touche.
Yeah, are you team Ba or are you team DJ Khaled?
Kendrick has collabed with Drake.
Yeah, and he's apologized profusely.
Has he?
Uh-huh.
By pooing on him.
By pooing all over him. Maybe the fates aren't as cruel as I once thought, brother. That might be the coolest thing I've ever said. That might be the most awesomest thing I've ever said. You know what, brother? Perhaps the fates weren't as cruel as I once thought.
It is pretty fire.
What would be close? What would even be close?
Second place.
Son, this is what a hard cock looks.
Beat that.
Why did I say that? What?
In the full context.
It made sense in context.
It made kind of, but at the same time, it was still fucked up.
That's what we say in the biz. Is a ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da moment. Yeah. Pretty much.
That's a wizard streamer barking at the wizard moment.
Oh, wizard streamer barking at the wizard moment. I know exactly what you mean by that,
Wizard,
and I genuinely do.
Comma, streamer barking at the wizard.
Do you like it? I nearly said it. You said wizard. I
said streamer barking at the wizard.
No. The real fans of it will know, but I'm banned from saying it, so... Unless I hit a button, so I don't want to say it, wizard. I guess welcome to the second half of the cast, where we answer questions from the community over on the suggestion thread on the subreddit. Not FNAF. You can go over there. It's growing just profusely.
Yeah, do some investigating.
I won't stop. It's nearly at like 40k members. Yeah. And that's another thing, going back to like the idea of like building narratives and whatnot. Like, now that we're directly responsible for creating a conspiracy theory, that being the real creator of FNAF, which is James, obviously. And now that that's kind of the roots, you know, those delicate seeds, they've finally taken root. They were a prissy seed early on. They were prissy.
They were like
very
cherry blossoms. Or something.
Very kind of particular requirements for
UV
blossoming.
light type.
Mm-hmm.
That's
like
why
just
we got
annoying.
UVs on.
Exactly, yeah. Just irritating. But once those roots take hold, there's nothing is going to free them.
That shit's gonna fly to the sky. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So, all I'm saying is, every conspiracy theory is probably real. That's kind of what I'm concluding.
Yeah, if you think it, then it's almost definitely real, you know?
Yeah. You're definitely the first one to think it too.
You know Murphy's Law?
Remind me?
If it can happen.
It bloody well will.
Exactly.
I'm more of a bloody law enjoyer. Bloody's Law.
The Lord of Blood.
Nope.
Nihil.
Not Moog. Is that his name?
It is. Well done.
I got one. I remember one name from it. Let's go.
Moog of the Mogwin Dynasty.
Moog of the Mogwin Dynasty.
I feel like that's who you'd align with in
I did. Like, that's what my build was when I, like, signed in. I was like, well, I guess I'm a slave to this guy.
A follower of him. In reality.
What relation does he have with the fingers? This is like really specific Elden Ring stuff right now, by the way. If you
so
if you haven't played
tune in,
that game,
double tune in if you don't know.
does he have something to do with the fingers?
He hates the fingers. Or
Oh right.
doesn't give a shit about.
Because I have this like 100-hour save on Elden Ring, and I just can't figure out like what my build was, like what I have and haven't done. I like went to the fingers and they're like fully erect, like pointing up.
Yeah, that's just endgame.
That just means endgame. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
My fingers are like this.
Like Rock On.
Yeah.
Brutal Legend spin-off.
Yeah.
Brutal Legend was a game from
Black ending.
Yeah.
Brutal
Double
Legend
Fine?
was a game from 1986 when we were about, well, in our 30s. It was probably the best game on the market.
Multiplayer was hardcore.
Multiplayer was hardcore and very difficult.
Speaking of games and souls and whatnot, Rip Flood can get us going here. What is your process for creating your player character in games with fully customized protagonist? Do you try and make an original character that you roleplay as, or do you try to recreate the character in your own image? I have the gut feeling that you try to get freaky with it, maxing out sliders left and right.
Who's you? Both of us?
Yes.
No, I like to be cool.
I like to be a monster. I like to actually be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like it got so bad that the last time we briefly played Red Dead Online, right? I think I said something to you like, I think I've gone too far this time.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah. You've gone too far every time, but
but this one's truly too far.
Yeah.
No, because my one on console, that guy was cool. Barefoot, running around with that poncho on,
he wore,
wild beard and hair.
Yeah, no, a poncho with no shirt,
no shoes,
no shoes, and you just,
only a knife.
Yeah, you just like butcher people in the streets. It was
awesome. Like you go into a firefight and like you're playing proper, and then you just see this guy running from the side and just tackle someone.
Yeah, no, I do have one really cool clip in the woods when we were doing like an actual mission. It was like cinematic as fuck. But this latest one of yours is an abomination, and like when I'm playing a game, I want to be able to somewhat relate to not in that I'm cool because I said I like to play as cool, but like I want it to at least resemble a human.
Because there was some comments on the Red Dead video that were like, "Why'd you make your Arthur so ugly?" And I was like, "Well, I just put him in like a funny hat, and he had like." I like giving him a mustache that goes like it's just like an enormous mustache.
Yeah. No, there is like my canon Arthur hair. See, that's my favorite way to customize a character, like Geralt or Arthur, where it's like you're not building them from scratch, but yeah, it's like, what would this character feasibly look like?
Right. Yeah.
Because there's some haircuts in The Witcher that are like,
what?
Yeah, it's like, why would he have his hair cut like a emo from the 90s? You know?
Because there's someone out there that wants that.
Well, yeah. And people go to the extent of like modding Red Dead to have certain hairstyles for Arthur and stuff.
But like I don't really care, to be honest. Like especially in the Souls games, I like making monstrosities because your head's always covered anyway. Really.
Yeah, for the most part. I like to know that it's like my main Elden Ring guy just kind of looks like he fits the part, like an old European type.
I just like I'll normally default to I like old like skeletal creepy dudes with like huge beards. Yeah, what does that say about me?
I don't know.
What does that say about me?
Go to therapy, find out.
So when I play Red Dead Online, I don't know if you've heard of it, but
show me your created character.
Here are some clips from when I play.
You need a specialist.
Well, there's actually a new sect that's just opened up, the Gaming Psychology Division.
Yeah, headed by that gamer GG guy. One character I fucked up with. I haven't mentioned, but like I've been gradually getting through New Vegas.
Oh, Christ. I was going to say that when James was on the phone after you mentioned Eva. It was like, you got a New Vegas thing to say as well?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but I think it was the Fallout show made me be like, okay, I'm going to get a proper go this time. Because like nothing else was really out at the time.
You played a fair chunk, huh?
Yeah, I've played it a lot. But my character, I don't know if you guys have seen the guy who has made these like divorced dads Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It's this just fictional card game he's made, but it's all like divorced dad isms. And I made my Fallout character look exactly like him, like this YouTuber by accident.
Oh, by accident's a good one.
Yeah, but once I saw it, because I also had the perk stupidly where you gain like a perk in something for wearing glasses, in perception, but you lose perception if you don't wear glasses. And this YouTuber wears glasses, and the glasses that I had in the game looked just like the glasses he wears, at least in some of his videos.
That's fate.
Yeah, and that sounds. I don't know if I was just being randomly cruel to this guy because I was like, I fucked up, but yeah, it enriched my New Vegas playthrough in the end.
Oh, good.
Because it was like I was like imagining his voice on my character, like saying the lines. And yeah, but it was just a total accident.
The only one I genuinely get into with this kind of thing is the XCOM Gears Tactics thing. You're like naming all these people.
Yeah.
I always choose like really dark, like just horrifying names for all my characters that really aren't appropriate, probably, but they're funny. Like, normally, you know. Epstein.
See, I'm way lamer with that shit. Like, I just have. When I played XCOM, I just had like Mad Max characters. But I'd call them like Max Rocketansky.
Yeah. Yeah. Mad Max 3, Thunderdome.
Yeah. And instead of I've blanked on her name.
Beyond Thunderdome.
Furiosa's like actual name.
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie.
What do you mean actual name? Furiosa.
Charlie! No, she's
I don't know.
Mary Jo Basser.
When is that? What lore am I missing? What vid have I not watched?
It's in fucking Fury Road, or at least that's her mum or something. I can't quite. But do you remember when she meets the old ladies? I'm like,
yeah. She's
like, I'm Mary Jo Basser of the Many Mothers.
Probably couldn't understand them because of their wacky accent.
She says it, and she's got an American accent.
Nah, whatever.
Wait, she's South African actually, isn't she?
Who?
Charlize Theron.
No, she's in the Plains by Ayers Rock, so I'd say that makes her an Aussie.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Yeah. Why do the War Boys have American accents, or some of them do?
I love inkying on the Inky Road. Because it's fun.
That sounded incredibly Australian. Anyway,
but like the British guy, he doesn't.
What British guy?
You know, inky on the Binky Road. The guy who says that stuff. You know, the guy who says.
But he's got kind of an Australian twang.
No, but he's British. He is British, so he was probably putting that on, right?
Yeah.
What?
But he does sound Australian in the movie. I'm saying like
inky binky on the Binky Road. No, he sounds British as hell when he says that shit.
Yeah, he does sound British when he says that. Inky binky on the Binky Road.
Why is just... I think what the reason Fury Road is so good is because like that's all a story needs to be. A, B, A.
Yeah.
He just nailed it. Like every film should be A, B, A.
Yeah. You don't need to be complicating shit.
No, seriously. Like I was watching this annoying 3-hour-long Western by Waterworld guy. Horizon it's called. And most of it's really boring, but this is one segment where all it is it's not even ABA, it's just AB. It's just like, you know, the classic, it's like millions of wagons just going somewhere.
The Oregon Trail?
Basically, yeah, they've just got to get somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And there's people tracking them, stuff like that, and it's like, this is cool.
Yeah, make that the movie.
It's simple, like, movies, yeah, exactly, yeah. You just got to get A to B, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
A to B to A.
I mean, you could even argue like Star Wars to an extent.
Yeah? Because they go back.
Yeah, just give it.
A to B to A.
They go like A, B,
A, B, A,
C,
B.
B.
They go A, B, A, B.
They don't go back to Tatooine, do
I need the button. I stopped myself at Wizard.
they?
Fuck's sake. Yes. Grammy Jane says, since Sting 3, each episode that isn't Sting 4 depresses me. The miniseries format just adds that little bit of extra spice that really tickles my tum-tum when I chuck an episode on. So I beg of you to return to cheeky little series like Sting. I can't wait. I'm just not going to read that.
We can start a new one.
I have one written down. Do you remember, like the context of this? It just says, Renown, part 1 of 5, and Swing, part 1 of 5.
So I delete Swing.
But you like Renown?
Yeah, Renown's cool. Swing has implications.
The Swinger episode.
Yeah. That shit's fucked.
Swinging?
I mean, like, people do as you will in this free world.
Did you ever seen the Lou Through with the Swingers?
Yeah.
That's a hardcore one.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. I feel like
you know, like there's all these symbols and things that apparently, like,
yeah,
if you're a swinger, like if you put like a flamingo, like
Florida.
a plastic flamingo,
all of Florida.
Yeah, the whole state of Florida are swingers.
Yeah, that's how.
But they don't just swing with humans.
Mm-hmm.
They
that's
swing
how
with all souls.
the scary swamp creatures. That's where they all come from.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think some people need to imagine just like telling their younger self, this is what you do. And then imagine their younger selves' reaction. You know?
Oh, right, if you're like, this is what you're going to do.
Hello, younger me. You are going to be a swinger.
But then this is the time travel problem though, right? Because then isn't that... What if in response to that...
Well, that's why I'm saying imagine it. Don't actually invent a time machine and go back and tell your younger self.
No, but I'm saying in doing that, you might delete that ever happening because you going back and telling yourself will be like, well, maybe I don't want to do that, then I'm going to do everything in my power to not do that now. Because myself from the future said I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the reaction of your younger self, then maybe that like should tell you that you shouldn't be doing that. It's bad for you.
Or by trying to resist what my future self presents to me is
maybe
ultimately
that's
what makes it happen.
Yeah. But yeah, they're like,
time travel
what's swinging?
hurts.
Google swinging. Finds out what it is.
Mm.
Really likes it.
Well, I think like have you seen like Google AI? Like now when you Google something, it's just like, AI reckons it might be this.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah, like that's the new standard. So it will be like,
swinging.
Yeah, AI reckons that swinging might cure this thing you've just Googled. All right. And then you've swung a little bit too far beyond your arm's reach, haven't you, over there? I don't know, unless you find something that you love, and then there you are, swinging like like Tarzan.
Who am I to judge? I personally, for me, like if the me now found out that me at like 50, 60 was doing that, I'd be like,
wow, interesting.
I'm really disappointed, and I might.
Might what?
I'll let people just like figure out where
they can end the sentence for you. I like doing that sometimes.
Future me can end the sentence for me.
You can come through the portal like Flash, warning Batman.
Yeah. Bro,
don't sign the contract. Don't sign the multi-film. The Akrama says, what are some pieces of media where you can admit objectively that they are good, but can't seem to enjoy? For example, I can admit that Half-Life 2 is one of those important and influential video games of all time.
You fucking suck.
But no matter how many times I play it, I find it boring. Similarly with Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin. While they've inspired artists I adore, I couldn't see what the hype was about when listening to some of their albums, even though I felt like I was supposed to like it. Would be interesting to hear some of your examples. Cheers. And Mersk Sturt replied to that saying, not going as far as to say I don't like it, but I'm the same way with Dark Souls 1. I appreciate the level design, especially early on, and love my first playthrough, but other than that, I don't enjoy playing it enough to want to replay it, unlike the other Souls games. Yes, even Dark Souls 2.
Oh my fucking god.
They're upsetting you over there, bro. You have one of these, though, that they would hear and go, in the same way you're right at them.
What, Doom 1?
Doom 1?
That game fucking sucks dick. It's not objectively good, it fucking sucked.
There you go. Oopsie daisy.
No, but like for this to work, you have to believe it's like a good game.
Yeah, I've got some.
I've got one. Deus Ex 2.
Oh.
Fucking.
Yeah, I can throw that in. Human Revolution.
No, Mankind Divided.
Mankind Divided.
I know that shit rocks, but
it's the tiny heads for me. I just can't get over the tiny head.
No,
thing.
that's Human Revolution.
Oh, whatever. I'm just gonna stop speaking.
But yeah, it just feels a little bit dated, and I totally 100% could play through it, but sometimes
it's probably a mod that makes it like play like Apex Legends or something.
If everything played like Apex Legends, then the world would be happy, but apparently that game is fucking dick now. So.
Life service curse, man. It's impossible to always be on top.
Yeah.
For me, Witch 3 and Cyberpunk, to be honest, just CD Projekt games.
All two of them.
All two. I did try Witcher 2 as well.
Witcher 2 is probably one for me.
Yeah.
Then again, I don't know if I'd go as far as to say it's like objectively good.
True. Whereas 3,
Also,
I'd be more confident with that.
What the fuck does that mean? What does objectively good mean? Because you know, like to a 47-year-old dad who has 1 hour every other day to play a video game. Yeah, Dark Souls is gonna be fucking shit for him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's valid. It's like not a good game for him.
Yeah.
So something like COD, that might be perfect for him, and that's fine. Like that's the point of like having a different audience base. Like I kind of disagree with the question.
Oh, I see.
You know?
I see. Whereas I do have some answers that I do feel like fall within the bounds of this question.
Yeah, but it's I feel like for you it's more games that logically you should like.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason you don't. And you can't put to words why.
Yeah. I actually put COD in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
Like I tried when COD was good. Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1. I did play them.
Yeah.
I genuinely tried.
Yeah, you did.
I even tried the stupid jumping out the battle bus bullshit.
Yeah, you didn't really give it a proper go, though, did you?
No, but I knew.
No, that's not enough time.
I would say this one's controversial. I've got a couple controversial ones. Left 4 Dead 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a game I think is objectively well designed. Love all the stuff they did with the audio. Love the character design. Love the music. Love all of it. Don't like playing it. I've never cared about that. Think about it. I've never really cared about it.
That's insane to me.
Just being honest, bro.
Okay.
Just being honest. Resident Evil 7 and 8. Tried them both. Perspective just doesn't agree with me. Don't like how it feels. Simple as that. You're getting pissed off over there.
Yeah. No, I do find it a little bit frustrating when someone says they don't like something, but they don't say why.
Would you want me to indulge?
Yeah.
On which one?
Any of them. Left 4 Dead 2 especially, like...
Okay, yeah, sure.
What doesn't work for you?
I don't know. I just don't find it like a hook there for me to get me playing it in any way beyond the like surface level, jumping in, casually playing it. I don't know.
I mean, that's kind of the point. I mean, like, you can play harder difficulties and stuff, but it's not something like that you grind.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying that's what I'd want from it either. I'm just saying I've never been like, for me, I would never ever play Left 4 Dead 2 ever. Like, I'm just never gonna play that game.
So if I was like, yeah, do you want to just hop on Left 4 Dead 2 for like?
Well, yeah, if it's the Lord of the Rings mod, then obviously.
Left 4 Dead 2's got with the mods, man.
No, I'm saying that I'm trying to be fair and honest here.
Yeah,
and I'm serious. But, I've owned that game for a long time. Like when it was at its peak and everyone was playing it, like I would play it a bit, but deep down in my heart was like, this ain't my game. This ain't my game.
But what do you mean?
Ain't my game.
Like, you didn't want to be playing.
Like I play Portal 2, right?
Yeah.
Valve. That's my game.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it, and I'm like, everything that everyone is saying about this, I'm right there. Right there with.
Yeah.
Put on Left 4 Dead 2? Nah.
Do you mean like when you're playing it, you'd prefer to be playing something else?
Yep.
Right. See, that I can understand more. Like, you like it less.
And I don't... The actual, like, second-to-second gameplay, I don't love the, like, feel and feedback, personally. I'm sorry, what, you wanted me to indulge?
Yeah, no,
And I haven't played it in a very long time. I was just going through my list and was like, you know, if I'm being honest with myself...
You don't want to play it again, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that the one that stands out, but you're fine with, like, Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk?
Because we've had that conversation a million times. I still don't understand why. I don't know...
But that's what I'm saying, is that's why I chose it for this question, is that I would never, ever say that game is remotely bad in any way. I think it's actually incredibly well designed. Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh, right, yeah. But you do have issues with Cyberpunk.
I do have serious issues with Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've got serious issues with The Witcher 3. I've been playing it recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a game, like, the story and shit is so long. Plus, if you want to get, like... the side quests and stuff, which are all juicy as fuck. It's kind of the thing I've discovered with New Vegas. And I guess one of mine could be New Vegas, because there are moments where, and I've told you about this, where, like, I don't want to be playing this game.
Yeah.
Like, it's really pissing me off, like, it feels like dick. But these games require you to be played by the game as much as you're playing the game.
Yeah, and I feel like out of all these artistic mediums, there's something unique about games where I don't know how many times I've had it where, like, the first 30 minutes, just the way something feels, there's almost something abstract about that where it's like, if this clicks with me, then I'm here. I don't even really care, like, the sequence in which you're going to show it to me. Like, I love how this feels. I just want to stay here experiencing this loop. If it shows you the loop, and then after it's shown you the loop, you're kind of like, this loop's fine, but am I really going to do this for 50 hours?
Or in The Witcher 3's case, like 200.
Whereas for The Witcher, for me, where it's like, if I wanted to engage in that universe, I'd just read the books, personally.
Yeah, but you can't read.
Well, that would make it tough, but there's always audio books, right?
Yeah, true. See, that's where I disagree, because in the case of The Witcher, not so much, I actually really enjoy the gameplay of Cyberpunk now, especially with the most recent update. I think it's way better than, like, The Witcher.
Gameplay-wise, yeah, heaps better. Yeah. Oh, it's so much better.
Leaps and bounds. And definitely New Vegas. where it needs this investment where the story is so good, you feel like you have so much agency in every aspect.
Yeah.
That you forgive jank, you forgive game feel. It's not.
That's what everyone said
really
about Witcher 3 for me,
that.
though. Right? That's all about that choice and the story and like the consequence of your choices. And
Yeah.
but then you got to play it and you're like slipping around on the like molasses.
they did improve the feel of Geralt. You can choose between like
slippery
default
Geralt or
alternated, where it's like more raw input.
Okay.
So that's not so bad, but still, like the combat. And I'm playing The Witcher 3 on the hardest difficulty, so the combat is like kind of fucked. It's not very well balanced and the feedback's bad.
Yeah.
But when it's a tool to get you from point A to point B, because there's kind of an inverse problem in Cyberpunk where they made the gameplay of such quality that sometimes in dialogue parts I'll be like, I kind of want to just be shooting dudes.
Yeah.
But I'm in like a half-hour section of just narrative.
And they do a thing in Cyberpunk that's annoying where like you follow NPCs a lot and they're always walking real damn slow. Like, why are they walking so slow?
Yeah, and in The Witcher that's not a problem because every NPC that you have to follow matches your speed but in front of you. So like when you sprint, they sprint just a little bit faster in front of you. So I don't know why they buggered it, but I did notice that.
That's something like, I know it's completely an aside, but something I didn't mention in the Red Dead video. That thing they do where like the voice changes depending on how far you are away from the character and they start shouting.
And Spider-Man when he's swinging on the phone.
That's the first time I noticed it was in Red Dead.
Yeah.
And being like, are you for real? Are you fucking for real? Another one though, I got two more. Middle-earth Shadow of War.
Again, not objectively good.
Not objectively good. Sea of Thieves as well.
Again, not objectively good. Like
I say that is more so than Shadow of War. Like Sea of Thieves, like
I don't know.
have you seen like some of the stuff you can do in that game? Like how cool that game is.
Yeah, there's some awesome stuff. But
it's just too much of a commitment for me. You need like you need like a crew.
You need a crew
who are playing it consistently at the same time.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, it's just everything's such a commitment.
I don't like commitment games.
No.
As in, like, getting time for me to play video games is enough of a challenge, other than, like, oh, this is a game I have to play with other people, and, like, if I don't play with them, I'm going to miss out. It's FOMO shit. I'm not dealing with that. Yeah.
I'm just so, I think the games industry pushed me to such a breaking point that it actually destroyed the whole idea of a sunken cost fallacy to me. Where like that, it just doesn't work. Like it just straight up, like I can just filter it now. Where it's like, even if I bought something and played it for a couple hours and I'm like, not really loving it, it's like I will just abandon it and be like, I don't care. Like, you suck, whatever. Like I'll just start something on Netflix. If it's not gelling with me in half an hour, it's like, fuck you then. I'll just find someone else. It's not like we're short of stuff to filter through.
Especially on Steam.
Right. There's two more here. With the last one, I'm prefacing, I'm warning you now, even before I get there, that it's like, it's vile to the point where like I'm putting it at the end for this reason, okay? But it's also kind of like, it's vile in a way that's jokerish and I don't know. We'll get there in a second. But first, hog size. Says bear to the bear.
Bear to the bear.
Beautiful bros of the meadows. And again, we haven't done one of these in a while, but this one got me. And I kind of wanted to just hear your answer. What Radiohead album would each of the Madagascar crew be? Who's in Rainbows? Start there. Is that Julian?
No.
It's not one of the main four.
Julian is the band.
You really?
Yeah, it's like the reason. No.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Well, I feel like, to me, The Bends is the most accessible album of theirs. Out of all of them.
More than In Rainbows.
Yeah. Have you listened to it?
Yeah.
It's like just rock, like grungy.
The grungy, like 90s sound, I guess.
It's just like, I like to move it, like, it, you know?
No, but you're forgetting the main four characters, though, in the...
No, I'm not. Because Alex is obviously Pablo Honey.
Yeah.
It's
got Creep on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's correct.
That's it. That's all it needs.
Is Marty in Rainbows?
No, Marty is... and I hope I get this right. Amnesiac?
Mm-hmm.
With How to Disappear Completely.
Yeah.
Because he disappears into the crowd of other zebras.
Oh, wow, yes. Yes, yeah, that is Marty.
And I hope it's Amnesiac and not Kid A. Because they're kind of jumbled in my head.
Yeah, I don't know. I can never pull songs from albums, really. Moonshaped Pool, has anyone got that one?
Moonshaped Pool, I'm feeling Gloria on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
I've got nothing to add to that.
I've got a crazy one, though. Mort is the latest The Smile album.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
Kind of Radiohead, but not.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, you wouldn't notice if it wasn't there. But you are glad it's there.
You're very glad it's there, yeah. It's like,
you realise how crucial.
Didn't realise how much I needed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Giraffe guy.
Melman.
Yeah.
What's left?
Because In Rainbows has to be someone. Maybe.
Oh, we're not giving it to anyone.
No.
Maurice? Yeah. Yeah, we've given a Moonshaped Pool to Gloria. In Rainbows is still up in the air. Amnesiac you gave... Did you give someone that?
Yeah, Amnesiac was... Just go on the album, Clint.
No, you're wrong.
Fuck! Kid A. Kid A is Marty.
Kid A is Everything in its Right Place. And How to Disappear Completely.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Fuck!
They were sequentially... No, they weren't. I'm just going to shut up. OK Computer, did you say that?
No, I haven't said OK Computer.
That's Melman then.
Yeah.
Because he's not in Rainbows.
No.
It's way too good to be Melman.
No, the Penguins.
They're They're in Rainbows, yeah.
Yeah. But their movie fucking eats dick.
That's fine. That's in Rainbows Disc 2.
Okay. Whew, glad we...
that was getting scary. That was getting stressy.
Oh, stressing me out.
Wow, yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to end on this just vile nonsense horror. I remember being discussed. No, but you'll like it, bro. Don't put the mic down. I need your input on this.
Listening.
Okay. Typical Laugh 3593 says this, and I want to show you. Look, that's his Reddit profile picture. Just to preface this. Hello, Jar. I'm having a bit of a diarrhea dilemma right now. No, I'm not joking. I'm serious. I need your advice. This is fucked, bro. Recently, my parents have been mad at me for using excessive amounts of toilet roll. Me and my brother have somehow gone through a whole 9-pack of toilet paper in just over 24 hours. 24 hours! My mum blames it on me because she knows I wipe the most, which is correct. On the night of writing this, I've done 3 shits and I've noticed skiddies in my pants. And my parents got mad at me for stealing toilet paper from downstairs. My main hypothesis for why I'm like this, all of a sudden, is because I've started to up my calorie intake for muscle growth in a surplus. I've done this by doubling my fruit intake to 2 apples, 2 bananas, and a packet of raisins. I think I'm eating too much fiber, that it's turning my shits into soft serve ice cream. I want to get my calories in healthier, but fruit clearly isn't the way. I'm gonna have to switch to boiled eggs and protein squares. It's either that or my asshole leaks fucking shit everywhere. If you have any solutions to this problem, please let me know. How much toilet paper do you go through? And what is your wiping technique? Hope Argy sees this because I bet he would know some tips. No, I think now why I understand why Spanish households use bidets. It's because they have a high fruit intake, thus making their poo sloppier. This means wiping isn't enough, so they have to resort to blasting water up their asses. Yours sincerely, Harrison Franklin.
Thank you, Harrison. Yeah, eat fucking less fruit. Jesus Christ.
You answered the question with your question.
Yeah.
You just he's proud.
Yeah.
He likes this.
He did it on purpose.
He's like, oh no, I've been shitting myself. now what am I going to do?
Oh, that is grim though.
2 apples, 2 bananas, and raisins.
That doesn't even sound like that much.
Yeah, when you say it like that, it
it's
really
like
is.
5.
It's 5 a day.
What else do you eat? Is that all you're eating?
There's something else going on.
Yeah.
There's more going on. That's a lot of toilet paper though, bro. I'm not going to give you wiping techniques. You got to learn.
Yeah, that's obscene. Do you
I don't think your issue is the wipe.
Hand? Yeah. Also, if it's like wet like that.
And he didn't even mention like what his brother's doing. Is he doing the same thing? Like, why is it?
The whole brother thing, like, I'd forgotten because of the rest of it, but, like, why did that even come
Why do you even mention the brother?
Yeah.
Because you think it would be too excessive amount of toilet paper otherwise? No, it's excessive either which way. Way too much poo. Way too much wiping. Not enough paper. Fuck you. Stop it. Eat bread. I don't know.
Well, yeah, eat other shit. Like, also that isn't gonna help with muscle growth.
Is he thinking? What's his thought process?
Calories will, but the term a balanced diet, right? If you want to increase calories, the best way to do that is to just like increase everything.
Yeah. But if you just want calories, surely it would just be like, let a tub of ice cream melt and drink.
Well, that's if you want to get like fat.
But that's just if pure ultimate calories just in. Isn't that the most efficient way?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know what would have more calories than that.
Well, do that before you.
Well, no,
don't.
don't.
No,
Like, that's
definitely
gonna
do that.
No, that's gonna go to the same place.
Do you think you'll be as pooey with that though?
I mean, I would be pooier. Drinking a tub of ice cream every day.
I have genuinely thought about it.
Really?
Just get huge, man. Just drink ice cream.
Dude, you would hate it by like day
Yeah, you're right.
2.
You're right. Yeah. So
Eating
what?
a tub of ice cream a day, though.
Well, that's easy. I do that anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if the only thing this guy has increased is fruit, then
Like he's a baboon.
yeah,
He could be a baboon. We don't know.
he could be a fucking gibbon.
Whoever was on naming duty that day just nailed it.
Yeah,
For baboon.
and gibbon.
And gibbon. And gorilla. Orangutan. All of the apes have just perfect names.
And monkeys.
Monkeys, yeah. Monkey's a perfect term.
Yeah.
As is monk.
Monk, yeah. It's confusing at first.
So, like, what are you related to monkeys?
What,
Do you
are
study
you cheeky?
monkeys? Are you cheeky like a monkey? Are you going to steal my
They're
wallet
the
like a
opposite
monkey?
of cheeky.
Are you going to steal my fruit and then shit yourself like a monkey?
But no.
Or like a JARling?
They're more... they're more the opposite. Monks are anti-monkey. Not like they're against monkeys. But
Moncton.
Reverse monkey.
Moncton. Is that what it was called? Moncton.
The place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was named after monks.
Yeah, Monktown.
Oh, is that Monktown?
Monkton Farley.
That is like I stumbled into Monkton in Elden Ring.
Yeah.
There's all these like scary...
Monktown.
Yeah,
Scary monks.
And in Elden Ring, there probably would be monkeys.
Yeah, monkey monks.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I don't know what's happening anymore. Wow, there's a Monktown.
I'm in Monktown.
Studying for the monk exams.
I'm a monk. For the monk exams.
Oh, and the king monk is like an orangutan, but like they just haven't figured it out yet. They just think he's old.
It's like a sitcom.
Yeah.
It's like
they call him plate
with his
face.
Shaved head.
Yeah, but he's got a plate face.
When do we get our plate faces? Plate face?
In due time, when the fates allow.
Does he talk like that, or does he just go like?
When the fates allow. Maybe some sign language.
Yeah.
Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas.
I wonder how many times we've referenced The Simpsons.
Not very many.
We did the whole like reference, like how many times have they brought up Fallout and Skyrim and Starfield and
Starfield.
Yeah, once, just then.
I saw in my YouTube recommended it was like the Starfield video.
See, you
like
played that whole
long.
last game, but you won't play The Witcher 3.
Yeah, but the difference is I won't say that Starfield is good.
But it was worth your time.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. Not at all. Yeah, but it went...
This is me after I diss you with the
That game was
Starfield
super
diss.
disappointing.
Disappointing? It was always going to be dick.
Huh?
Were you actually expecting it to be good?
No. But I wanted it to be good, for some reason.
Have you ever tried doing this?
I was born in that position. I pretty much invented that. Came out like that.
Why is he so chill?
Born chill.
Yeah, he's not crying. And he's chill.
Like, that's one of the things on my my feed, is like this guy. That's his whole gimmick, is like he's just chilling. He like wears this Napster bag. He just walks around chilling.
It's weird how people have to have like a thing.
Yeah, but not just like it's gimmick of a gimmick.
Yeah, it's like a hyperfixation almost.
I am my Napster bag. That's who I am.
Yeah. But I'm also like the guy who...
I'm the TikTok shop. Bloody hell. You won't realise. Holy shit. These cans of Fanta. Oh my god. 25p each. Holy shit, TikTok, stop me.